What's going on, guys? This is Zinux here back with another video for you guys, and today we're going to be bringing back an old series for one video that we want to do, just one final video, unless there is some other ideas that you guys also have. Leave in the comment section down below for me. Now, this series was called Destiny Ideas. It was very, simple, and I wasn't very original with it, except for the ideas. Now, the idea part was really cool because I got to interact with you guys, and you guys left comments for me of your own ideas that you wanted in Destiny as well, and we would put those favorite ideas into the next video. Now, that series was a really fun series and really built up my channel in the past. I don't have many videos of it left, but if you guys do want to check it out, you always can. I might leave a link in the description down below. If not, you can just skim through my old videos on my channel and you will easily find some of the videos of the series. So yeah, I wanted to bring this back for one last video because Destiny 2 is coming out, and granted it is probably almost done, with everything being made in it and whatnot, but there are some changes, small changes that they could probably make before the game actually fully comes out. A lot of these ideas at this point are just hopes and dreams that they will add in Destiny 2, and we don't actually know if they will until we see the reveal coming up in this month in May. Now, the first one I want to go into is full-blown weapon customization. Now, what I mean by that is actual, customization of your weapons besides just 2 ornaments. Now, in one of my past Destiny idea videos, we talked about gun shaders, which the ornaments pretty much brought that into play. It was its own type of shader instead of actually being a shader itself. That's what it was for armor. They wanted to rename it and make it different for the actual weapons. Now, by full-blown weapon customization, I kind of mean a little bit more in-depth and kind of closer to the Division style. How you can actually put a bunch of different attachments on and whatnot and change the gun. Otherwise, the Division, that's a whole different game and a whole different scenario of problems and fun stuff in that game. But otherwise, I would like to see some sort of weapon customization like that in Destiny, hopefully in the second game. We could also have more in-depth armor customization if you really wanted to as well. Not just helmet, arms, chest piece, and legs. You could go actual, maybe bracelet or shoulder pads sort of deal, kind of like the whole MMO sort of deal where they have a bunch of different extra customizations, a couple rings you can put on, some kind of hat or something like that, I don't think that's really as needed, because I do like the slots right now. I don't think that is as much needed as weapon customization in my opinion, but it would be cool to see something like that, a little bit of change to the armor customization in Destiny 2 for sure. Now for the next one, this one everybody wants, and I'm sure that they put something in for Destiny 2 for this, which is space battles. Now, space battles has been wanted since Destiny first came out. They wanted it when the beta came out. They wanted the full game, and they never brought it to us. So I have a grand feeling that they are going to bring it to us in Destiny 2. Probably not much. Maybe just a small little space battle scene in the campaign or something, and then maybe some kind of multiplayer mode in the future. But they have a lot of room now to actually go all out with this game since it's not being held back by last gen anymore. I'm expecting this game to be 60 frames per second, and the graphics weren't actually all that bad, to be honest. They were really good, and it was nice for them to be able to handle with the old gens and stuff like that with those type of graphics as well. So I'm sure they'll update those a little bit more and get that a little bit more of a better appeal to it. But otherwise, space battles, everybody wants those. I'm sure they will bring them. If they don't, I will be super surprised, and a lot of the community will be actually let down. Now, the last 2 things are pretty simple and something that us PvP players want. 1, in-game combat record. By an in-game combat record, I mean, actual stats that are in-game instead of having to go online to look at people's stats through some kind of third-party site. Their ELO, their KDA, and all of that jazz. You have to go to the website to look at any of that, or the app to look at any of that for your characters. Why not just have that in-game? Also brings me to one more little thing, which would be an actual in-game LFG, which would be really nice to have in the future because they will never add matchmaking for raids, which I completely understand that, and people also got to understand that there's going to be a lot of trollers that would go into that kind of matchmaking, and a lot of people that aren't good at all, and you'd be stuck on raids for hours with just tons of bad people. So I think they should just add an in-game LFG. It would make it a lot better. Now, the last thing that I really want, I know a lot of people want, especially a streamer that I watch, Ninja. He is really big on Halo, and he's always loved Halo, and he wanted to love Destiny PvP, but he couldn't get into it because they really fell hard on the esports scene for Destiny. This would be an actual ranked system for PvP. Now, for PvP for Destiny, literally the only sort of competitive gameplay we have for this is Trials. And Trials is just full of sweats who really just try super hard to get to the lighthouse, or just try really hard for fun. They don't, they don't need the lighthouse or anything. They just try hard and just try and crush their opponents as hard as possible. So it's not really that fun for a lot of people, which is why there should be a ranked system. Now, there is background elo. By how I say background, I mean like your account does have elo, which if you don't know what elo means, it's pretty much like your ranking of how good you are with how you do in your matches by winning and getting good kills and less deaths and whatnot. Like I'm diamond for Rumble, like in the 2% of the world for Rumble or whatever. Like that's not crazy good, but like it's still like it's pretty cool to be in the top 2%, right? And that's what that means, because I used to play Rumble a lot and was really, really good at it. Won pretty much a majority of my matches, like 8 out of 10 matches I would win. So that's why I always had really good elo in it. Now, for an actual ranked system, I mean, we should actually have, like, I like the Halo system back in the day. Like Halo 3, that was such a simple ranked system for it. It was pretty spot on and good. Otherwise, like, just a regular ranked system too as well is not that bad. Like H1Z1 sort of system where you go from bronze to royalty, it's just they base it off how much score you have in H1Z1, which means how much kills you can get as well as how many wins you can get. Now, with that concept, I think the Halo ranking system now isn't really that bad, but it still could be better. Otherwise, they should just add some sort of ranked system to it. I don't really care what kind. They should just start off with one at least. Just something in-game to have some more fun with, because if I have some sort of ranking system, that gives me more reason to go all out on the game. Because right now, I really just don't care. I don't care to go all out on PvP. I really don't like trials, and I really don't care about my elo, to be honest. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not really visible unless people are just trying to scout you out before they play a match of trials against you, or if you're trying to make it on some kind of team. It just doesn't matter. I like to see an actual rank in the playlist or whatever it is that I'm doing to show, wow, this guy's actually pretty good. Those are my last and final ideas real quick for Destiny 2. Now, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other ideas that people have for Destiny 2, so make sure to leave them in the comment section down below if you guys have any certain ideas. If I come up with any more as well, I could always make one more video as well with the ideas that you guys leave me. Otherwise, those are the main ones that have been on my mind for quite a while and that I really wanted. Otherwise, a lot of stuff for Destiny I've been pretty much, competent with and enjoyed. Better story idea, yeah, sure, we can have a better story that would help out too. Otherwise, I've really just enjoyed the gameplay of Destiny, and I'm just burned out on it for the while. I've been burned out on Destiny for the past months since Rise of Iron came out. I only played Rise of Iron for about a month and then got burned out of that. It's just I've had enough Destiny playtime. I have more than I'm getting close to 2,000 hours in the game. There's only so much I can play. Some people can go longer than that, and those are the true diehard fans that really don't have any other game that they like to play except Destiny. But I just see no interest in playing it right now because I don't have an objective that I want to complete. Otherwise, that is pretty much all for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below, and I'll subscribe for more Destiny content. We're going to be covering a lot of Destiny 2 stuff here pretty soon as stuff starts to roll out. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys also like to watch people stream, make sure to visit my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/ZinuxTV. I'm going to be streaming there whenever I get some free time. We're going to be streaming a lot of H1, Destiny, and just a bunch of other random games that I like to play at the moment there. So thank you guys again for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video.